It's been a little over 2 months since I moved from Canada to Ireland, and here are 3 things that I've noticed since immigrating here. The lack of tipping culture here is incredible, and I love that I don't have a prompt to tip somebody every time I go to swipe my debit card somewhere. I'm not kidding you, most goods and services nowadays in Canada, you're asked to tip on some level, and it's kind of infuriating. I'll of course tip a server if they do a good job, I'm not a dick, but at the same time, I am also the type who will hit the 0 on the pad because I'm sorry, you don't deserve a tip for swiping my debit card when I go to buy a beer at a liquor store. Jobs should actually pay living wages, and we shouldn't have to subsidize them by tipping 15 to 20% on whatever we do, and I stick by that. This one was a really funny observation from my brother-in-law, but he noticed that the levels in the toilet water are different. I shit you not, no pun intended, but my brother-in-law pointed this out, and the levels in the toilet water here are lower than they are in North America. And when he said it, I actually had to sit and think about it, and it actually is true. There's less water in the toilet bowls here, and they fill up higher on the other end of the fence. It's so random, but it's kind of funny, and I just had to share it. The third one that I noticed is that people don't really ask about what your job is or how much money you earn here. I can't fully speak for other parts of Canada, but I'm from Vancouver, and everybody's always asking what your job is and how much money you earn. Money is a big status thing there. A good example of this for me was in my band. My guitarist is a video game developer, and he lived in a decently upscale apartment because him and his fiance, they earn a good paycheck. They both work in the video game industry. I remember going to his place for the first time just to hang out, and I was like, hey man, you got a nice home, and didn't say anything else, and he was like, hey, thanks for not asking, like, about my income and what I do. You know, I kind of find it rude when people ask that. I can't speak for the rest of Canadians, but it's a normal Vancouver thing in a lot of ways, and I find it kind of rude, and it's really nice that nobody really talks about that stuff here. It's all just, like, good times and chats, really. Anyway, I'm still pretty new to Ireland, so follow along, because I'm vlogging my life one day at a time, so come along for the adventure and grow with me.